I saw this recipe video shoot going much smoother than the peanut butter protein balls shoot went. Aloha friends, and welcome to Eating Richly, where we cook mostly healthy, affordable, family-friendly recipes rich in nutrition and flavor. I'm Diana Johnson, and today we're making an edible craft. Easy, vegan, chocolate rice Krispie treats. Chocolate Rice Krispie treats last year for Easter, and they have been begging to make them again this year. Arden had surgery and was hospitalized until Easter Day, so we didn't actually get around to making them until this week. Of course, they wanted to film it, and even though I was once again filming with 3 kids, somehow in my mind I saw this recipe video shoot going much smoother than the peanut butter protein balls shoot went. It's gonna get crazy and real.
But first, make sure to like this video, then subscribe and click that bell!
This helps you get notifications when we post a new video, and it helps us by telling the YouTube algorithm they should promote us. Also, we have a free ebook with food hacks to save you money. So click the link above to join our newsletter and get your copy. Now let's get cooking, because whether you're cooking with someone, or for yourself, cooking time is connecting time! We printed the recipe off eatingrichly.com, and I've got the link above and in the description below for you to be able to do the same. The chocolate Rice Krispie treats themselves take just 3 ingredients: Rice Krispie cereal, chocolate chips, and spray oil for greasing your cookie cutters. We used Enjoy Life vegan chocolate chips because they're dairy-free. I also got several bags of them in the discontinued bin at our Fred Meyer. Right now, we're mostly having groceries delivered, but if you are currently shopping stores in person, make sure to always check those discount bins for items that you normally use. That is a great way to save a few dollars on food. You're also going to need some candies for decorating your chocolate Rice Krispie treats. We like to use the pull-apart Twizzlers for long straight pieces, along with Skittles and Mike and Ike candies. The Skittles are mostly for Eric.
Just one taste. I'm going to go to Skittles Anonymous on Zoom.
For other supplies, you will need parchment paper or wax paper and a cookie sheet, a medium-sized bowl and fork, a large bowl, a spatula, and a half-cup measuring cup. Now it's time to grease those cookie cutters. Just gonna spray, quick sprays on the inside of my cookie cutter. I thought it would be really easy for the kids to spray their own cookie cutters, but it was actually more difficult than I thought, and they ended up using most of my spray oil. So fair warning, it's up to you if you have your kids do this step or not. Now Corbin's turn, and then Larkin. You might want to move Biscuit and point the spray down so it stays on the sheet. Scoot it back a little. All right, you're good. At the top.
I can't.
You want help?
Oops, you got some on my hand.
Oh, just rip it in. It'll moisturize your hands. Measuring out ingredients is a great time to do some homeschooling and work on fractions. I try to do this every time we cook together, and one day they'll really get it. If we have a half-cup measurer, how many do we need to get 1.5 cups?
2.
If we cut an apple in half, how many pieces do we have?
2.
Yes. So how many halves make 1?
2.
Yes. If we want 1.5, how many halves do we need?
3.
You got it. We need 3.
1. I put a lot of it on.
Are you super moisturizing?
Yeah. Brain in the dump. Like
To melt these, I'm going to put them in the microwave at 50% power for 30 seconds. I'll take it out and stir and then repeat 30 seconds at 50% power until it's about 90% melted. If you don't want to microwave your chocolate, you can melt it in a double boiler, which is basically just a glass bowl sitting on top of a pot of simmering water on the stove. Just stir the chocolate continuously in the bowl until it's melted. While the chocolate was melting, we got ready to measure the Rice Krispies.
this kind of like it for cereal. It's in a bag for cereal.
It is cereal. Rice Krispies are cereal. They're just not very fuel food cereal.
I got.
Wait, did you hear that? Right at the end of the video?
I got.
That was the start of the craziness.
I accidentally stuck this on my finger.
Did you put your finger in there on accident or on purpose?
Accident.
Well, I think you put it in on purpose, but getting stuck was an accident.
Yeah.
All right. And I tried to pull it off and it didn't work, did it?
Yeah, it hurt.
All right, shall we try and oil it up?
Yeah.
Okay, we've tried string and we can't get it through to do that method, so Corbin is holding it elevated with an ice pack. I was sure this video was not gonna have anything crazy like the last one.
But you have 2 kids in it.
Yeah.
Ball.
It was actually easier when they were toddlers to film cooking videos with them.
Go play with balls.
Because of Corbin's autism, he feels and processes pain differently than we do. A sudden injury, like bonking his head, can lead to a quick, big cry that he's also quickly over if you help him calm down. But Corbin rarely communicates ongoing pain, so if he keeps crying about something hurting, we know that it's pretty bad. Is that true? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Take deep breaths. Deep breaths. Jesus, please help Corbin. Help him to calm down, to take deep, slow breaths in through his nose, out through his mouth. Help his finger to stop hurting. Help him to know we are going to be able to get this cup off. And help him to not be afraid. Amen.
Amen.
All right, what do you
All
say?
right, grab Arden.
What do you say when you're afraid, Corbin? What do we say when we're afraid? Larkin, give this to me. When I am afraid, I will...
Trust in you.
That's right. You're being so brave, buddy.
Can I kiss it?
Oh, shoot. Oh. And then there, again, at the end of that clip, did you hear Artem? As we were focused on taking care of Corbin, Arden decided to be adventurous and try to climb out of the back door for the first time, which led to a little faceplant. And Mommy felt so bad. Fortunately, Arden was quickly comforted and Daddy was now available to take him outside to play so we could continue filming. And not to be left out, Larkin made sure that she got in on the action. After Corbin did that and got his finger stuck, do you think it was a good idea for you to do it? Soon, the excitement was over and we could truly get back to cooking.
How many scoops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got back to melting the chocolate too. It took about 5 rounds of 30 seconds at 50% power.
I'm ready.
Yep, just a minute. I gotta get all those little lumps out, like this. And Larkin, use the spatula
And I'll mix it in. Whoa, now it's getting harder. Mommy is the last one to do it so that it's all of them are brown instead of golden.
Now we were finally ready to make our shapes. You can use any cookie cutters you want. Just know that deeper ones are going to make thicker treats, and those can be a little bit easier to push your candies into for decorating. Also, this is really messy work, which is fine because making messes makes memories. But I decided to be the one to scoop the Rice Krispies mix into the cookie cutters and then let the kids press them down, which was a great idea, except that I forgot to communicate that to them ahead of time, so there were some hurt feelings.
That's mine.
Yeah, honey.
I don't want you.
You get to press it into the cookie cutter. So if there is whining and crying, we're just not gonna do this. Remember, we do not argue and whine during cooking time.
Oh, snap.
But we quickly moved into the messy fun.
Yay!
And after the previous whining, I made sure to plan ahead and have any leftovers evenly divided. Once the cookie cutters were filled with the chocolate Rice Krispies, it was time to decorate. You may want to have a clean pair of scissors handy because they're great for cutting soft candies like Mike and Ike's into flat ovals or cut off the tips for little circles. Keep in mind that depending on the kid, you may have to remind them that the candies are for decorating.
Because I eat them.
Yes, you do. Once you're done, I'm gonna stick it in the freezer to get hard. The baking sheets go into the freezer for about 15 minutes until the chocolate is really firm. Then you can carefully push the treats out of the cookie cutters. I recommend doing this for your kids because it is possible to push too hard on one spot and break off part of the treat. Also, they may have some tears if they see some of their candy fall off, but you can easily fix it while they're busy playing. Just use a small amount of melted chocolate as glue to put the pieces back together. Because the chocolate Rice Krispie treats are still cold, your chocolate glue will harden very quickly. It's also so great to see their delight when they see their chocolate creations fully formed out of the cookie cutters.
They're ready.
And there you have it. A chocolate Rice Krispie treats edible craft that is as fun to make as they are to eat.
Best thing I ever had.
Thank you for hanging with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join our newsletter, and remember, whether it is with me in the comments or out in the world, you can be real and be kind. Here's our peanut butter ball video if you haven't seen it yet, and if you've got a sweet tooth, you have to check out our no-bake rainbow cheesecake. And I'll see you in the next video.
Aloha, friends.
Oh, don't steal my hair!
I'm gonna lick the board so there's no chocolate on it.
Can you just do a nice smile for the camera, like it's a friend that you're listening to?